Sagittarius, darling, how you doing? Something's going on with work. Something's up. Let's chat. For some journal prompts before the new moon, before we start scripting, why are you still working there? Why are you still working there? As I was hanging everything up, like when I looked at your glyph, that popped out of my brain. Why are you still working there? And then when I was setting up the grid and I was putting, your 10th house, house of legacy, public life and career, public image, is run by Virgo. And my ear was like fucking ringing over here. So the US, the chart for the United States is a Sag rising chart. So for the US, I'll just give this example so you can kind of get a little bit of the vibrations of what we're talking about. The US, our 10th house is run by Virgo. And so it is so deep-seated into the Americans, into the US citizens, like, who are you without a motherfucking title? I don't care how rich you are. I don't fucking care. You better have a few letters after your last name or you are not welcome at the yacht club. You're just not. Absolutely not. Like, it's all about the 15-second introduction. Oh, this is Sarah. She's here. She's doing this, that's on this. In the new world, that's not it. In the new world, it's telepathic. It's vibrational. So when you walk up to someone, you're like, they resonate. Like, in your head, they don't say anything to you. They're just like, they resonate at the love frequency. And, they like are just so, high vibe. It'll be like, when you walk past people, it'll be as though they have their own background music. And when you walk up to some person, it's like this like classical violin that's playing. For some people, it's like a little bit of like a dun 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 dun. Some people have like a fucking accordion player that's like coming up behind them. Some people have bagpipes. Some people, it's literally just like fucking Tool, heavy metal. Like, that's how it is in the new world. So for you, my dear Sag rising, we're really like, what I love about astrology and what I love about all of these tools is that as leaders, we understand this, we learn this, and then we change and do things differently. It's like when a young kiddo who doesn't know how to tie his shoes, do they just go like, well, I guess forever I'll never know how to tie my shoes? No, they learn how to tie their motherfucking shoes. So although that your 10th house is run by Virgo and you want to be of service, like this 6th house is run by Virgo. This 10th house is in Virgo for you. So really, maybe watch the Virgo video. They're having, like, there's a full spiritual awakening going on for the Virgo. And literally what did I call their video? Where the fuck is it? We need you. We need new awakened leaders in the new world. It's like my quest is to find and train the new leadership team for the ascended new earth. That's why you're here with me. That's why I'm here with you. That's why we're doing all this. So the sun has been in your 6th house of everyday life and practical service. And the sun has been in Taurus. So like, I'm sure for some of you, you've had the Taurus sigh a little bit every day, waking up being like, well, go do that again. I'll pay the bills. Just fucking, I know I'm a Sag, and I know I'm the fucking Centaur. I know I'm supposed to be doing big things. I know I'm run by Jupiter. I know I'm supposed to be doing big things, but I'll put on the fucking swimsuit or whatever it is, I don't know, and just do the thing. I'll just go do the thing. Yeah, I'll do the thing. I know who that was for. So really ask yourself, Uranus is in your 6th house. Uranus is in Taurus for a little bit. Mercury was retrograde for a little bit. Jupiter just went in here. Sun and the moon are going to be in here. The sun is literally like within 2 days going to be going into Gemini, which is your house of relationships. Mars within a day is going to go into the 9th house, which Mars is going to go into Leo, but on the general wheel, the 9th house is the Sag house. So these are good, really good things that are available for you. So, Sarah, you've given me all this information. Now what the fuck do I do? I'm going to tell you what to do. Ask yourself, why are you still working where you're working? If time or money were no object, what would you be doing in this moment? Because if you're doing something for paper, that's amazing. I'm working this job so I can keep a roof over my head. Amazing. Saying that is the first step, because we all need to do a job to put a roof over our heads. Let me rephrase. We all need to have a roof over our heads. That's it. So you're still working there, so you pay the bills. If that's it, then this is exactly where I want you to be. Because now that you're aware of that and you can accept and surrender to it, then you can use your beautiful imagination to dream that if time or money were no object, what would I be doing? You'd be traveling, probably, for most of you. 90% of you, you'd be traveling for work, you'd be traveling for fun, you'd be traveling just to light up the fucking grid. We're light workers. So our physical light needs to be in certain areas of the planet at a certain time. So I'll speak from I statements because I live in Gloucester, Massachusetts right now, and 2023 is our 400th celebration. So we're witchy as fuck. Like we are, like the people, the light workers that are in Gloucester right now, a lot of them, in my personal prediction and opinion, after the 400th will be allowed to leave. Some of them, I've used the phrase, will be asked to leave or will be needed in other places. So if you feel stuck in Gloucester right now, just know that you're probably some version of a Cinderella archetype, whether it be male or female presenting, depending on where you are in your divine masculine or divine feminine journey. That has nothing to do with body parts. That has nothing to do with any of that. Full disclaimer. I'm talking about divine feminine and divine masculine. So if you are divine feminine within your Cinderella archetype, you fucking sit the fuck down and keep doing what you're doing because they have to come find you. If you are divine masculine and you're a part of that Cinderella archetype, that means that you're the knight. So go get them. Go get them. But if you are feeling like you are in a specific place right now and you're very, very stuck, there's so much to unpack here. There's so much to unpack, but okay, let me rephrase. If you feel like you're standing in a certain area, you feel like you're lighting up the grid in one area of the world right now, and you feel like physically you have to be there. Awesome. You really don't like the job that you're doing. Awesome. Daydream about what you can do, what you want to do, and then maybe start to take steps to part-time, or part-time, side hustle, another part-time, like, where's your gem? Where's your gem? Yeah, literally, like, ask for what you need, script it, ask for what you need, because like when the sun is in your house of relationships, Mars will be going into Leo, into your house. Like this will be like literally the next week will be the time to ask for what it is that you need. And Jupiter just went into your 6th house of everyday life and practical service. So although it'll feel a little bit of chugga, what you're meant to do is looking for you. It's going to be lucky. It's going to be beautiful. Jupiter is a luck be a lady. It's the expansion. We just had Jupiter in your 5th house of play and joy and creativity and childlike spirits. So like it was probably a really fun year. It was probably a really fun year, Sag. And like you might be a little tired, a little exhausted, and it might feel like you just got back, not from a party, but like a fucking festival. And you're just a little bit like, or like if you were backpacking and you came back like penniless and like just with all these incredible stories and all this incredible like culture that you just experienced, and now it's a little bit like, gotta go back to work. Don't Eeyore yourself. You're fucking Sag. Go back and watch someone gets paid to do that. Go back and watch that. I'll put it in the description below. Yeah, what else? Yeah, don't quit today. Don't be naive about it. Don't be take what I say as an offering. as an offering. I'm not telling you what to do. That was funny. I'm not telling you what to do. This is an offering. This is an offering. I'm your alien friend. I'm not your guide. Pardon me. I'm not your guru. I'm not your savior. Take what resonates and take it into your scripting and take it into your personal growth and development and say, okay, I know Sarah was talking about this. This is where the planets are. You know, my favorite quote, which I found out, which is JP Morgan quote, which is millionaires don't follow astrology, but billionaires do. Like, we're entrepreneurs. We're hustlers. Like, we get it. We want to work hard and do good work in this world. That's our desire, is to do good work. We really want to. Even as like a hype woman or a hype man, like, that's good work. We need that. We need people on the sides being like, you can fucking do it. And you need your people that do that for you too. Ooh. If you're the hottest working person in the room, you're in the wrong motherfucking room. If you're doing a little, I just see you just kind of doing like a dry chuckle, like, oh yeah, that was funny. If that's your everyday life, why the fuck are you there? Yeah. That Virgo running your 10th house. Yeah, because Chiron is alone in your house of play. The North Node will go back into Aries, or will go into Aries in June, July, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I forget exactly when. Let me see. I wrote it down. I think it's July 12th. The North Node goes into Aries. So you'll get some fun activity again going into Aries, and just like yeah, you're meant to do something really fucking cool in this world, Sag. You really are, because that's your archetype. That's where you come from. That's like, we need you in that capacity. But if you're in a plain Jane job right now to pay the bills, do it. Maybe wear some fun colored socks a little bit more often, or just like let your freak flag fly a little bit more often, or talk about your woo-woo a little bit more often and see how that is received. Some of you are even rolling your eyes at me right now being like, I can't fucking talk about that there. Then why the fuck are you there? I love you, but why the fuck are you there? If it is just for the paper. Jim Carrey. I've referenced this speech so many times. The Jim Carrey Maharaja University of Management commencement address that he did. Like, it is such an eloquent 24 minutes or something like that. And he talks about his father, and it's a very like common tale. There's some daddy issues going on in here. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I love you. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. There's some daddy issues in here. I love you. I love you so much. But what Jim Carrey said is his father was in some plain Jane job, and this father was one of the funniest motherfucking dudes he's ever met. I mean, he was the father of Jim Carrey, so obviously he was. And he was fired at the job that he hated. So if we can fail doing something that we hate, why not try to thrive doing something that you love? Just start a vision board, start a side hustle, just start talking about it. Don't quit right away, honey. You gotta pay the bills and you gotta put the roof over your head. But really, risk being seen in all your glory. It's a really great speech. I recommend you watch it. But I love you. The full moon next in the next few weeks is in your sign. Yeah. So you will just be purging the old you. Oh, it's just written in the stars. Don't look at me. I'm just offering it to you. I'm just interpreting it. Don't look at me. This was written. This literally, these planets, the second you were born, we knew that these planets would be here on this moment. This is literally, when it comes to the astrology, it is just math, history, and patterns. That is it. And you have my alien interpretation of it, which has leadership, growth, and development, which comes from corporate background. Like, literally, I have been teaching and training in many different settings. Leadership, service, development for over 10 motherfucking years. I know what I'm talking about here. So let me show you that it's okay to be ostentatious and thrive and wear fucking beautiful earrings. A beautiful Sag sun gave me these, love her so much, and fucking off the shoulders and look divine and look fucking divine, just spitting straight facts. That's an option. Let me show you. I told God I would go first for many of things and just take a motherfucking machete just made out of divine light and just spearhead through it all. So I went first. I've been laughed at so many fucking times in the past week alone, probably in the past day alone. Probably when people watch this video, they're just like, what the fuck she thinks she's talking about? A thing or two about a thing or two. Jack of many trades. All right, that's enough. Yeah. At the end of the day, even if they don't understand you, in their heart of hearts, your parents want you to be happy. They want you to be successful, yes. If you're a US citizen, they want you to thrive and make money and have a roof over your heads. But if you did that in a really artistic way, they would be so in awe. I'm getting chills. They will be so in awe of you. I love you, Sag. And I'm really, really proud of you. You got this. Yeah, next few weeks is going to be really exciting. Talk to Scorpio. And just plan to maybe have a few days to yourself around the full moon. I think it's going to be at like 2 degrees. 13. So the full moon would be at 13 degrees of Sag. That's okay. That's okay. It'll just be like right here in your house of view. I gotta stop. There's no easy way to wrap this up. Yeah, risk being seen in all your glory. Ciao, ciao.